What's up, Steeler Nation? We are the Observers. Smo, Grant, and Chris here.
We're back.
We're back, boys.
Better late than never, huh?
Nice little off season for the observers.
Are we
Uh,
refreshed? Are we rejuvenated?
Refreshed. Draft coming up. New players. New coaches.
No, usually you're the one that's not into the off season, but the last few weeks you've been hitting us up, being like, "Well, I'm back. I'm ready to go."
Yeah, I was down because of how we finished, and it didn't look any better coming. And then all of a sudden, the wave of new players and coaches and everything happened. And then the draft coming up, and now I'm fired up again. Pirates losing, so might as well focus on this.
Yeah,
Penguins are done.
last show we did. We signed Russell Wilson, and then after that,
Yeah,
roster kind of blew up.
Russell was what I wanted. Russell and I wanted both of them. Remember, I said long ago one of those two. We ended up with both of them. So
With
I
both of them, he means Justin Fields.
I do have concerns um, with having both of them. I do foresee a quarterback controversy coming at some point with one. And do you guys think that? Do you guys think like one? You know how this team city is. One bad game, put Fields in, and he'll play back. What do you think? You think it's good having two star like high profile quarterbacks?
Well, for one, there's one proven quarterback on this roster, and that's Russell Wilson. He's won a Super Bowl,
Yeah.
played it, should have won a second one. With Fields, he's just a freak athlete. And I think it's a good situation for him because he gets to learn from Russ and then develop. And I think that, eventually he takes over.
Yeah, but say what takes over when?
I mean, I don't know.
Fourth game?
Fourth game. Come on now.
I
Russ,
don't know. Some people think he's going to start. Some people think
He's not starting.
if it's a true competition, he'll start. I don't believe so either, but
so he's going to significantly improve his accuracy in the offseason because Russ is more accurate.
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Team building wise, it's a nice hedge on Russ.
But don't we have to pay him Fields in like a week or 2 weeks or something?
They need to decide if they're picking up his option, which they will not do.
So what does that mean?
That means either he walks after this year or they try to lock him into like some 2-year bridge deal that's maybe backloaded. I could see them trying to sign him to a deal that's easy for them to get out of if they need to.
He walks on his own?
Yeah, I mean his contract. If they don't pick up his 5th-year option, yeah, that means they're letting him become a free agent. But his 5th-year option, when you pick that up, is like the average.
It's a lot, right?
Yeah, it'd be like paying him like 20 or 30 some $1 million, and they're not going to do that.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I think Russ is better than everyone's acting.
I mean, he's way
a lot
better
of people
than
poo-pooed it. Yeah, like we won 10 games with those other bums.
If they have Russ last year, they win 12 games easily.
Yeah,
won it back.
Easily. They won 10 games struggling to get first downs, let alone score the ball.
Man, that was so bad.
Let alone score the ball. They couldn't get first downs.
Yeah, watching our offense over the last 4 years has been
like I don't like the last show that we had. I remember telling Chris that I feel like the low for going into next year would be 10-7 again, is like the low. But I could easily see the team being better and still having the same record, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You can we struggled to do anything. And
we just got lucky of our schedule.
We got lucky on the schedule, the quarterbacks we played, and games where the defense did come up big. Like if TJ doesn't intercept Stafford in LA to open up the second half, we come back and win that game. Just like so many defensive things that went our way. Like with just a proven quarterback who can move the ball
Yeah.
efficiently. This offense doesn't need you to be Patrick Mahomes. There's
Yeah.
enough skill there. There's enough pieces there. Just move the ball. Make
Well,
the right
one piece
decision.
gone since we spoke is DJ. How do you see us filling that draft, trade, free agent? Who's left? Everyone's talking Ayuk,
I don't pay
Michael
him.
Gallup. I've heard T. Higgins. I heard Boyd. Any of those guys you think coming in? I'd take
Who's
any of them.
yeah, who's still left?
I don't want to pay Ayuk. But
Why?
he was a part of I was thinking about it today. He was a part of a pretty successful running game. And so he knows how to get out there and block. So does he fit Arthur Smith's offense?
T. Higgins would be great.
Do you think we're going to get the Bengals to trade him
Yeah,
in the
I can't see
division?
them.
Like, I mean, they would jack that price up so high.
I mean, I'm not saying like pay whatever it takes, but he would be great if we could for reasonable.
Yeah, but then we also got the scoop from CTESPN that the Steelers were going to trade for Justin Jefferson. So apparently that was out there. He's a black Adam Schefter.
He's not.
Chase Claypool's still out there.
So
He's
is it?
still only
So
25.
is so
Man,
is
did he
AB
derail his-
himself. AB said he'd come back and play for free.
Yeah.
If he could wear 86.
Sure,
Hey.
I would let it. Honest to God, if he wanted to come back and play, I would be all in. You wouldn't?
Yeah, I would. He broke my heart whenever he went to the Raiders. I remember seeing that graphic on ESPN when he's in that Raiders uniform. He's like this.
That's like when he had the mustache and the blonde hair.
Oh, good. Yeah, whenever he went to his press conference, things looked
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got, we talked about skill. I mean, tight ends, Freiermuth is there. We've got the running backs. We signed Patterson. I'm not going to butcher his first name, but
Renfro's still out there. DJ Chark, Boyd. It seems like the Boyd chip has passed. Allen Robinson.
I never wanted him
back.
anyway.
Odell Beckham, Gallup.
miss me with that OBJ stuff. We don't need
Gallup
anybody
would be a
going-
nice piece. A nice two, I think.
I wouldn't hate it.
We draft wide receivers well.
I know, but we're not going to draft a one. Like we're not going to get somebody or a two to be
I would say
like
we have a one.
DJ Caliber, DJ Khaled.
Man,
I'm right back where I left off, dude. It's like riding a bike with these chicks. Patrick Queens. Okay, so defense picked him up. Anybody else? Corner. What's the corner's name that we got?
Dante Jackson.
Him. Did I see that we're looking at a safety from Denver as well?
Simmons is his last name.
I can't see us bringing him in. He's like the high profile one still left.
Okay, so he's out.
We did bring in that other safety that we signed. I forget his name already, but
Isn't it something Elliott?
yeah.
Oh yeah, from Baltimore. I'm pretty sure he's a Raven. Deshaun Elliott.
He was for like a season.
I think he
maybe.
was at one point. They had a highlight of him getting a good hit on Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a Raven for a little bit.
Yeah, so we've definitely had some moves. Now, there were some other exits out of Pittsburgh.
All right, get it over with.
Yeah, because I am going to say this because during the draft, there were some disagreements as to who we should draft at quarterback, right? And I've had ex-girlfriends tell me, Chris, you'll never change. You'll always be the same. But if I, a West Virginia mountaineer born and raised in Morgantown, can root for a daggone Pitt Panther for 2 years.
Daggone.
Sorry, sweetheart, you were wrong again. But
I know he rehearsed this. That's the bad part. Like he thought of this in his car. This is an
In my
Instagram story
car?
that he's like, I'll save it. I'll save it for the show. You should have just put it on Instagram, dude, instead of this.
I will. You know it's going to be a highlight. Come on, man. Dude.
So what was the point there? That you could change, or what can change?
I rooted for a Pitt Panther, and of course he went out like a pussy. Is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
I should have known better. I was raised. My family taught me this the whole time. Like, the way we talked about Pitt Panthers is things we would say to them at games in the 90s and
As
early
Smo sits
2000s.
here, a Pitt alum.
He's an alum. He didn't play for him, so we'll allow it. But the things that we said to them at games, like I wouldn't be employed if I was doing that today.
Okay, you got it out of your
Okay,
system.
congrats.
I feel better.
All
I
right,
feel better.
Good God. So we're gonna do a mock. Smo's gonna mock draft for us. Draft coming up. Just to be honest, I don't know any players this year. I don't know who we're looking at. I don't know what we need. So let's talk about real
You know
quick
what we
before you
need. What
before
do we
yeah.
need?
But I was gonna say before you do it, let's go around and say top 2 needs in our opinions. I'll go first. I think either center or other O-line piece I'd like to see, or more from the D line. D lineman.
Center, tackle, tackle, center, wide receiver.
Tackle, center, wide receiver, no defense. Okay.
They need a tackle. They need a center. They need a wide receiver. They need a corner.
And they need D line depth.
They do, yeah.
We just signed that
They have a
one
lot of. We
dude.
have a lot of needs.
There was someone we signed as a depth piece, but yeah, we do have a lot of.
We
holes.
have a lot of needs. If you want to rank them, like there's obvious pieces that we're not gonna like. We're not taking a tight end. We're not taking a running back. We're not taking a quarterback. We're probably not.
Are we
taking
not
an inside
taking a quarterback?
linebacker.
Why did we bring Penix in?
Probably just to talk to him.
We think he's cool or something. Why would we waste
I mean,
his
if he
time?
fell to like the 4th round or something, maybe they'd take a flyer. But
Who's the kid
4th
from?
round?
yeah,
Who was the kid that had?
He's going 1st round.
Who was the other quarterback in the same class as Kenny? And they made a big deal because Tomlin had chicken wings with him.
Malik Willis.
Yeah, that's racist as all get out.
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say
they had
something.
wings together.
Biden
Wonder
had
if it was
wings with-
Buffalo. Good grief.
I'll save that.
But yeah, like just because they visit us, it doesn't really mean
I
it.
know, but that's like too obvious that we're not taking him.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Smo. Fire it up. Let's see what you got.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
this is
let's
smoke
share the
show.
old screen here. For those listening on audio, you're going to need to fire up YouTube at this point. So here's what I got here. We've got the PFF mock draft simulator. I need us to figure out how we want to configure these. Are we doing lean in public versus PFF board midway? What do you
Let's
think?
lean 60-40 PFF board.
I'm gonna say the general public. Good grief.
Care for
General public will
positional
have us picking
value.
a coach. About half.
Draft for needs.
Yes.
Yep.
Randomness. I
Little
like
bit
keeping
more.
that a little bit more.
A little bit more. Nah, geez, a whiz.
Yeah, that's the next one up. Like right
All
there.
right, leave it there. Yeah.
So we're the Steelers.
Let me look who's ahead of us here. Okay.
And I'm just going to play it straight. I'm not doing any trades up or
Okay.
down.
Okay. Who would
Play
the
it straight.
Bengals take?
Now, what I've got over on this other side here is the pre-draft visits.
Okay.
So last year we drafted 4 guys who came in for pre-draft visits. I think it was Peasy, Benton, Jones. Or other picks. Washington came in for a pre-draft visit. Now the words are, if you're someone that we went to your pro day and you come in for a visit, we tend to draft those guys. Or if we saw you at the Senior Bowl, like Benton last year was like a low key. Tomlin worked with him at the Senior Bowl. They went to his pro day. He came in for a visit. We took him. So a lot of those guys fall into here. So I'm just going to keep this handy because when in doubt, just like look over here and see what you're looking at. But just from this alone, the Steelers are pulling like no fast ones here. We need a receiver. We need a tackle.
I'll tell you
We
who
need
we're
a
taking
center.
right now. We're taking Zach Frazier first.
No.
Let's go Mountaineers.
We're definitely taking him first.
In the first round? No, he's not a number 20 pick. No, unless they traded back. All right, so we'll kick it off.
Oh, there's that.
Florida.
There's that cornerback.
All right, so what's left? You got 3 tackles up here.
What happened? I didn't even. What?
I'm
Who
gonna
did
go
everybody else
super
take?
fast.
Okay.
Caleb Williams, Drake May, Joe Alt.
Okay. Cooper DeJohn went 8. Oh.
Good grief.
Well, how many rounds are we doing? We're just doing a couple, right? Like 2 or 3.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna do all 7, but it goes that fast. We're just gonna do our picks.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not like the actual draft.
Yeah,
man.
dude,
Act
we're
like
gonna be here. It's
here
gonna
for
it's
2
gonna be a
fucking
3-day
days.
3-day long
3-day episode?
podcast.
You're the you have to sit here the whole time.
Okay, well,
Grant.
who's top center left then? Or
So
who's
the
top?
top center is Jackson Powers Johnson still on the board. Frazier's still on the board. All the draft talk is this Graham Barton
I did hear that.
can
All
move
right,
to
let's take
center.
him.
Yeah, so here's what you're looking at if this is how it would fall. Mims, they're deep in. Barton, they're deep in.
Pause.
The thing about Mims is he can go, and this is, I'll just play it for you, but just from what I know, Mims is a right tackle, and obviously was teammates with Broderick. You draft Mims, he's like young, he's like 21, he's only got 9 or so starts. So knowing the Steelers, he probably wouldn't start as the starting right tackle, just like last year.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, you kick him to right, you pick him to right, Jones to left. He might not make as big of impact this year. Graham Barton is basically your starting center.
Let's take him.
Starting center, and if you were to like, however the draft may fall, if you got like a decent center, like if Frazier was there in the 2nd round, you could.
Where's the clock? Are we going to
kick Barton the
expire?
right tackle? So do you care about like flexibility?
No.
And I think the Steelers are playing for like right now. I think between those two, they take the guy who's like they could slide in to play.
You think
right
center? I'm looking at him right now, and this kid is 6'5".
Yeah, he's a big dude.
At
Russell
center,
not even going to see over him.
yeah, really. Huh.
Take him.
Oh, it's our boy Dulac saying that.
2nd round, you're looking at the receivers are here now. Receivers are hot and heavy. The ones they've brought in, Pearsall from Florida, he was in for a visit.
Where's that kid from Washington?
Xavier Legette came in. Malachi Corley came in. He's probably already gone. Yeah, Jalen Polk. Yeah, he went 42.
I thought it was somebody else, but I might be wrong. Man, is he good?
Pearsall, that's that kid. He had a nice like one-handed catch, got blown up and held on to it.
So you're looking at Pearsall, 6'1", 192. Xavier Legette, 6'3", 227. He's probably more like a Pickens guy.
Yeah.
Malachi Corley's the other one. 5'11", 210. He's supposed to be like a Debo type player.
Like
he's pretty raw.
Former running back.
What about the kid from USC? Too high for him?
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, I don't know. Your pick.
Luke McCaffrey's a sneaky one later in the draft. Christian's brother. You know we love brothers. He came in for a visit too.
No, did he?
You're so hip.
Yeah, so I mean you like a big guy, white guy.
Let's go Legette.
Shifty little guy.
Oh man.
Obviously the white guy. I'm just kidding. Legette. Yeah.
3rd round. That's where it gets a little tough.
All right, let's look at D line.
Thought we needed a corner.
D line, you're maybe jumping at some guy. They like this Mason Smith. They've talked to him a lot, brought him in.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
but he has 2 A's in his name. Masson. I don't like that.
Let's fire up corner on there. It's like I don't think any of these are guys that came in. Devonshire's late. Wiggins is gone.
Let's
I know they
take
like this
Masson.
Max. Who? Masson?
Mason. This is definitely going to get an A plus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, real life, this is early for him, but
Spencer.
still in the third round.
Spencer Rattler.
They didn't. Yeah, they did bring him in. So this guy, they've talked about. He's a center in the NFL. Even he's 6'5", 315. Mason McCormick.
I just saw. Yeah, I did see a mention of him.
What about these inside linebackers we brought in?
Yeah, they're like later.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on.
How about the next corner? Let's look at the next corner.
We're still in round 3.
Yeah, we have 2 picks in the third round.
So let's go get some damn athletes.
Let's find an SEC corner.
Yeah, like there's a lot of guys that are already gone. I mean, I've seen Cam Hart play a lot at Notre Dame. I don't know much about these other guys. Kalen King was Peasy's other half at Penn State.
Which one was
I've seen the guy from
Peasy's
Florida
cousin.
State play. Jones,
Darian
he's pretty
Jones.
good. Yeah.
So I mean, we need a corner. So we'll.
All right.
Nobody else is really standing out.
This is the 4th pick.
Yeah, this is a little interesting. They've had both of these guys in as local visits. Pitt tackle, Penn State center. So we took Barton first, who could play center or tackle. So you could double up O-line and kick him whichever
Yeah, I like that.
way you
I
think's
wouldn't be
better.
mad at that at all.
Oh, there's Washington. Still there.
Yeah, he's still down there.
Let's take McCaffrey.
He's gonna be there later on.
All right, take Norzad.
Steel Chambers.
Lock.
That sounds like a
Yeah, no, you start getting down the names I never heard of.
Might see me on here. 6. Any punters we can waste the 6th round pick on?
We signed a punter, dude. We're good.
I know. Torrey Taylor, he got his workout last year.
I mean, I think at some point they probably take a safety somewhere. Like, I don't know these guys, but at some point they take a safety. Tomlin loves Maryland guys.
Pick the highest rated safety, see who he is left.
Should be Josh Proctor. It's Ohio Stater.
Okay.
At this point, you're looking for
Any quarterbacks
special
left?
teams. No.
Hartman, dude.
No. Tua's brother.
you know. What about edge rushers? I saw a kid from Alabama. Or is Ole Miss?
This is our last pick. No. Okay.
Yeah.
2 more. All right, just grab somebody.
Corner, linebacker, guard. Running
Barrett.
We
back.
need a
from Mi-
slot corner.
Take
Have we
Barrett from
addressed
Michigan.
that?
Barrett from Michigan. We did take a corner.
We still have that kid Rush.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So we got a B. Yeah. See,
F on
Mason Smith
Smith.
was too early.
Masson.
Good.
Oh, he's
grief.
rated 140. We took him at 84.
Everybody else solid though. Send this over to Con.
Either way,
Chris,
like
now put this on our Instagram and see who people like. Polls, brother.
Gotcha. We can do that.
Take yourself a screenshot. So these obviously may not be. I think first 4 picks in some manner are tackle, receiver, corner. It depends on what that first pick ends up being. I could see them trying to get a center in there.
Yeah, this
or
is like
D
one
line.
where we don't know anybody. Like, no
Yeah.
clue which direction they'll go. That's cool though.
The thing is,
Oh.
they're like their biggest needs of tackle and receiver are like the deepest portions of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. They have options. Like if they like, just like last year, if there's one of these tackles they really like, they could move up. If you see a run of quarterbacks and others go ahead of them, they could trade down a couple slots and still get one of
Mhm.
those tackles. So it could be pretty interesting. They've got that extra 3rd round pick to play around with.
Yeah. All right. Well, so the draft's Thursday,
Well, first round.
first round.
Go drag it out.
Yeah, we'll do maybe a quick one after that.
Mm-hmm.
See how the first round went for our enemies as well. Anything else?
They have not. Let me see. They have not said yet when the schedule release is. Typically happens on a Thursday.
It was May 12th last year.
Yeah, well, it typically happens on a Thursday. People's best guess, according to this article, is May 9th. So
May
definitely
9th.
within the next month, we'll have a fresh new crop of rookies. And we'll be planning a trip. Yeah.
Yep. All right, boys. Chris, anything else?
And the boys are back in Pittsburgh, dude. They're there training.
Yeah, I saw that.
We've kicked off. Russ is in the building. Pickens is there.
Thank goodness, because I've been miserable. Not gonna lie to y'all.
I've been okay for a while, but now I'm seeing them show up again.
It's time.
Start getting ready. Yeah,
it's time.
Okay. All right.
All right, y'all.
See you
Observers
next week.
out.
Yep.